Hello everyone. Guys, like this is the first time you will see the live interview, and guys this is a lab round, okay? And mainly guys they will ask the question from the Cisco ASA firewall. So guys, like, they provide me the ticket, and I have solved those tickets like during my interview. So I hope guys you will learn a lot after watching this video. Please enjoy the video, guys.
Yeah, Gurpreet. So the key points. So while doing this lab round, what you need to focus is you should not do any write mem. You do not save the configuration style. You shouldn't do that.
Okay.
One thing. Second, so as it is a lab round, we don't have a public IPs to the servers or whatever it is.
Okay.
Instead, we would see some, you would see something as public IP, and beside public IP, you may see a private IP address.
Right.
You need to consider that that's a public IP address.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. And the last thing is, we specially focus on how you go through the resolution rather on the resolution. Right.
Oh.
You need to fix it. Definitely, you need to fix it.
Okay.
But the major thing what we look into is the resolution. So how you go through the resolution. So to resolve that, how you are going through it is what I would check it. Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
So you can you can start now.
So I have only access to this firewall, right? No other tab, right?
No other tabs. So
Or-
the cushion and the firewall. That's it.
Okay, so the source IP you have mentioned that is 128.220.46, right? Can you clarify
Yeah,
like
you have a
what,
notepad, right? That's the question.
can you clarify like which is the source IP, which is the destination IP? Like at least like in order to troubleshoot this, I need to clarify what is the source IP and what is the destination IP.
You have the question. So have you read the question?
Okay then. Okay, one customer.
Think that you in your previous company, have you worked on tickets?
Yeah. So like yeah, in the
You
ticket.
get a ticket and you get.
In the
Consider
ticket.
that this is your ticket.
Okay.
Consider this is the ticket.
Okay.
Now try to fix it. Okay.
Yeah, sure. So one customer request.
And have you off your video or?
Yes, actually I offer you a video. So you want me to?
Yeah, please. You need to.
Sure. Okay. So one customer requested SSL access from the Okay.
So done.
No, just 1 second. Yeah, packet tracer is showing all allowed on the firewall. Let me check like is there any netting you told me require or not. So this is directly connected, right? So I believe, yeah, I'm done. So I'm checking like you can check like from the end user, because on the firewall I run this packet tracer. Let me show you again. So packet tracer is showing all the output allowed. Show route.
So what are you checking in the show route?
Just checking like
show route.
yeah, I'm just checking like this destination IP 10.128.220.132 is it directly connected? So as per the routing table, it's directly connected. So it's not basically polling any. I thought like you told me think like this is public server. So netting is required or not? But I show you like here like 10.128.220.46. So this is like this source IP belong my static route was to this interface, and if I run the packet tracer and it is showing allowed now. Earlier it was dropping via the ACL.
Okay, so can you just give show route once?
Just let me show you the first packet tracer like so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you see like so like in the ticket they mentioned this is the source IP 220.46, source port is random, and destination IP is 10.128.220.132, and destination port is SSL, which is 443. And if you see the packet tracer route lookup is going via this interface ACL, like I have configured this ACL entry. All our faces are showing now allow.
Okay. So you configured it, ACL?
Yeah, I configure it.
Okay, I think I just missed it because of my Zoom.
Yeah, I configure this ACL entry and put it on the top line number 1.
All right, that's fine. So can you give show route once? Show route.
Yeah, sure.
Route.
So you need a full routing table or just for the specific destination? Like
Yep. Full routing table. Just give show route. Okay. So here, if you look at the third entry. Okay. So our source that belongs to, I mean that falls under this range as well, right?
No, you don't.
Why?
Yeah, you don't need to like check the full route like in the routing table we have.
Yes. Yeah, right. That is fine. Okay, just listen to my question. See,
okay.
Anyhow, our source IP range fall into this range as well, right?
Right.
Alright. So why it's not outside interface then? So why
because
it should be
in the
P1SRX?
In the routing table we will see the highest prefix length. If we have a more specific route in our routing table, if you see like we have like a even the destination IP is also coming under this range like 10.128. You see, but if we in the routing table we have a specific route like say 10.128.220 and we have a 10.128 also, so they will first match the highest prefix length. Okay.
All right, that is what I'm looking for. Cool. So Ravi bro, you have any questions? Nothing further on this one. But this is okay. All right. So I'm just taking the control back for a minute. So give me a second.
giving
Okay,
you
so meanwhile, he gives you the next question. So, Gurpreet, I just want to ask you one more thing. So, consider that this is my firewall, okay? My drawing is a little bad, so just try to understand it. So, this is my firewall, and here I have some internet, and under this firewall, I have a server. This is a server.
Okay.
Okay. This server is having an IP address of some 10.10.10.10. Okay. This is NATed with 1.1.1.1.
Okay.
Okay. Someone is sitting in internet. The IP address is 2.2.2.2. Okay. This 2.2.2 is trying to access this destination. Okay, on port 80. Okay. So now, I want to see if the rule is already allowed or not. How do you check it for this?
This is ASA firewall, right? Firewall.
This is an ASA firewall.
Yeah, we can simply run the packet tracer. In the packet tracer, we like.
Can you help me out with the packet tracer with this scenario, please?
Yeah, like I will like I'm assuming like the interface which is going towards to internet. You have configured the name outside, right?
Outside and inside.
Okay. So I will run the packet tracer input and outside interface and source IP, like which you mentioned, which is TCP. Then source IP is 2.2.2.2, and the destination IP in the packet tracer we will use this public IP 1.1. However, in the ACL we will allow the real IP, but in the packet tracer we will use the real netted IP, which is 1.1.1.1. And destination.
Sure.
Yeah.
100% sure on this.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure.
Why? In ACL, why are you using a private IP? Why not a public IP?
In the ACL, because I assume like we are running in ASA higher version 8.4, and the traffic flow like in ASA, with these like we are running 9 version, like I'm using 9.12. Right. So in the higher version, like here, like first it will do the destination net translation, then it will check the ACL. Okay,
that's perfect. Okay, I'm okay with that. So you can go with the next question now. I'm okay with that answer, Gurpreet.
Okay.
I'm satisfied with that answer.
Thank you.
Go with the next question that you have on your.
Okay, so this is the next question. This is on the same firewall, right?
Everything. What are the questions you would have would be on this firewall only.
And I believe I have the control. Yeah, sure. I have a control. Okay. So the next question is how. Yeah, can you just
Veera, I think the question is erased. Can you paste back the question, please?
One sec.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Okay, so the corporate role server is 10.128 to 1 has to accessible from the internet. Okay. Static net browser is private IP to configure. Our customer complaining it can't reach from. Could you please investigate and fix it? So 10.128 2.5.250. It's coming from outside packet tracer. Outside. Here is not mentioned like server is listening on which port, means like they are not able to access the server on which application.
You can consider it as 443.
Okay. So TCP and from 10.128 to 1.5.250 source port. destination IP will be the network IP 128.215.244 and port 443. Okay, so that is there. Access yes is there, but IP only. Show route 128. So this is belong to this job. ASAT105 show run that. Okay, you see like the NAT entry is wrong. Here the interface is wrong. ASAT1 it should be this interface as per the routing table. Okay, so I'm correcting this NAT.
Make it right. Yep, go ahead and
Yeah.
make it right.
Okay. I'm doing the configuration. So you want me to create a new entry, or you want me to remove this? Like I can create a new NAT rule, manual NAT rule, and that is the correct one. And manual route.
Okay, just modify the existing
Okay,
one.
okay.
That would be fine.
Okay. So here like we can call any interface, so it will check the routing table, or we can go very specific. Okay, so now I'm saying any interface. Okay, and interface is outside.
I'm sorry, I'm talking about that. So why any? Like you have the interface, specific interface.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we have a two option. Either we can use the any will like check the routing table, okay, based on the routing table, or either like we can go with the specific. Okay, it's up to us.
Okay. So go with the specific one.
Okay, as you wish. Actually, it's later. Means it's difficult to type on the remote. That is why I put any.
Okay.
ASAfirewallinterveiwQuestions&Answers.
So in the NAT statement we have that DNS
keyword, right?
So what is it? Okay. So what is it?
DNS keyword. Can I use the question mark help if you don't mind?
Yeah, sure. You can use.
So use to create a XLA to rewrite the DNS record. Created DNS.
Mhm.
Even the DNS record.
Have you ever used
No,
this option?
I haven't used. Like normally I use this no proxy ARP or route lookup. But this one is I haven't used like this one DNS key rewrite keyword.
Okay.
But this one like route lookup I have used, and no proxy ARP also.
Okay. What is proxy ARP?
Yeah, proxy ARP like earlier like I have seen like whenever you're using this NATed IP, okay, because this NATed IP is not configure any of the firewall interface, okay. So if someone from the outside world accessing this public IP and it come to your ISP, then ISP ask to the your firewall. The firewall do. Oh, firewall said like, okay, I'm listening on this IP address. Do one thing. Use my interface MAC address to reach this destination IP. Okay. So that's it. I will explain like more in with the practical with the scenario with the public IP, but this is the proxy ARP.
All right, cool. So are you sure it is a firewall interface IP or the real IP is MAC address?
It's a firewall outside interface MAC address.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I have seen like even this scenario. I have seen like in my LAN there is no gateway configured on the machine, but still machine is able to access the internet. Have IP address configured, subnet mask configured, and DNS also configured. Machine still access to the internet because like when the machine hit the core switch gateway SBI on the SBI interface, proxy ARP is enabled. Okay. So once we disable the proxy ARP, then internet will be lost because the machine don't have a gateway IP. Once we configure the gateway IP, then internet is working fine. That's basically I just tell you the example of the proxy ARP basically.
All right, cool, fine.
So I believe this one like
so
if we run the packet tracer again, so ACL is there and we have configured the correct netting also, and this issue should be solved, I believe. The question number 2.
All right, cool.
What sort of NAT these NAT is? Like you have configured this NAT.
Yeah, this is a
what sort of
auto NAT, and the other option is manual NAT. And by default, like Cisco ASA, if you see like show run NAT, by default it will take the preference to manual NAT instead of auto.
Okay, so what is the difference in an auto NAT and an object NAT?
So like object NAT, like I believe like earlier object NAT they don't have a proxy ARP by default, but in manual NAT they do. But now these are like
I'm talking about my question is
yeah.
What is the difference in auto NAT and an object NAT?
Yeah, so these you see like these are the example of the first 2 entry. These are the manual NAT entry, and
I'm not asking about manual NAT.
Sorry.
I'm asking about object NAT. I'm not asking about manual NAT.
Yeah, object NAT. So
like
I'm coming to your questions. Yeah, these are the like entry, like we like when we define the under the object we will do the object NAT. So you see like I right now like the entry which I corrected, that is the object NAT, okay, and we will like go to the under the object, then we will define our NAT statement, okay.
Yeah, but what was my question? What did I ask you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like earlier I have seen like I believe like okay, object NAT by default.
What was my question? You can repeat the question. What I asked?
Your question is difference between object NAT and manual NAT. I'm saying like in object.
Not manual NAT, object NAT and auto NAT.
It is the same thing. Checkpoint, like we.
Yeah, that's what I was. You're not listening to the question. That's what I was asking.
Like normally question. Normally question they ask like I thought like object NAT and manual NAT. The same thing like in Cisco.
Definitely they would ask you. They just want to confuse you whether you are aware of it or not.
Yeah.
So you're not listening and you're saying those things. That's fine. Not a problem. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's fine.
So let me give you the next question. So are you good with VPNs?
Yeah, very well.
All right.
Does ASA support route-based VPNs?
Yeah, the new version support route-based VPN. Yeah, we.
So you worked on route-based?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, that's nice. Where are you from, Gurpreet?
I'm from Punjab, Mansa.
You're from Punjab.
Yes.
Cool, man.
All right.
Okay, so I'm reading the
You
question.
have the question.
Yeah, the customer says they cannot access the RDP to their 1028 7 over there 22.78. The VPN filter on the VPN to allow the flow is investigated. Customer claim is true if the access is not governed of this specification. Okay. This like VPN filter is not applied to this group policy, so it should be applied to the group policy. I believe like show run tunnel group. This is I believe the peer IP. And show run group policy. This is a group policy.
Don't configure it. Before that, I don't want to apply any filters.
You said like in the question.
I would,
Why you said like in the question?
in the question it states, read the question again. So it states,
Yeah, you say like the customer. Okay, the second line is VPN filter that the ACL applied on over this VPN is configured to allow this flow. So
it's something that customer is saying. He's not pretty confirmed. Please investigate if the customer claim is true. Right.
okay. So in that case, like we don't need to allow on this ACL because this ACL is not applied to neither group policy or nor tunnel group. Okay. So this is a route based VPN, and so we haven't like applied any filter in the route in the VPN in this VPNs.
Check it out. So as per customer, what he says is there seems to be some VPN filter which is blocking the traffic is what he claims, but that VPN filter is not at all
applied,
binded to the group policy.
Right.
So that's not the case. So that's not the case now. But still, there is something else which is blocking. What is that? Something else that is happening where due to which he is not able to access. His claim is wrong, right?
Right.
It's not true.
Right.
Sorry.
But you are saying still.
And even
Oh yeah, go ahead.
yep. So and even if we apply the filter, do you think it's gonna work?
No, it's not going to work because as of now, as there is no filter, that means any traffic coming from the VPN it will allowed. Okay. So as there is no filter, but I thought like the VPN filter should be there because normally like we configure the filter like, and you have configured this ACL also. I thought like we forget to apply this ACL this filter. Okay.
Yeah. Well, your thought process, cool. That's good. Yeah. We're not saying that's wrong. Okay, that's cool. But as per the question,
okay,
the claim is not true, right?
Yeah, claim is not true, but still they are getting the issue, right? That is the point, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is some issues. He's just claiming that maybe this has been causing the problem. He's claiming, but he's also not confident.
Okay. But the point is, they are getting the issue. That is the point.
Yep.
So I just checking the VPN configuration. So this is the phase 1 attribute, and I'm seeing like we don't have enabled the crypto IKE enable outside. What does this mean? Client service 4443. So I'm just checking the VPN configuration. Okay, like as this is only one side, I don't have access to the remote side. So I'm just checking the VPN configuration. Okay, so show crypto. So here I'm seeing the SPI number in and out both. This state is also up and active, and this is the same peer.
Gurbit, you there? You able to hear us?
Yeah, we can hear this.
Yeah, can you hear me?
So you see, like VPN is up, okay? So VPN is up, and there is no filter, and I'm seeing like a routing is also there. So it should be work. Means like the one more thing, like if we initiate the traffic, maybe I can configure the capture, but the point is here, like I'm seeing like this state is up, okay? Phase 1 state is up, and like the configuration, if we see the configuration, like for the route-based VPN, we require phase 1 configuration. Here we are using IKEv2, and we require IPsec transform set. Then we configure the profile, crypto profile. Then we apply that crypto. Then we require tunnel group and default group policy, and then we create a tunnel interface, and then we apply that profile to the tunnel interface. Okay, so that's all is there. Configuration is there, and there is no filter configure tunnel 2. So
you said the configuration that relates to VPN just now, right? So you said the phase 1 parameter,
yeah,
and the phase 2 whatever.
Yeah. So
whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and you'd bind this.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
You'd bind this profile to the tunnel group,
right?
right?
Yeah, this one.
To this particular tunnel.
Right.
So you have binded it. And what else? What's the next step that you're gonna do?
So next,
What is the major step?
major step, like I will check, like Ravi, like I will ask to the guy, like maybe end user, to initiate the traffic. Okay, so I will ask the initiate the traffic, and maybe like I will configure the parallel packet capture also on our firewall.
How did you confirm that this is the tunnel?
This is
The tunnel that you're looking into. So how did you confirm that this is the tunnel?
because
the traffic is going?
if you see the destination IP to like this is a 78, okay, this is the traffic. If you see the routing table, we have pointed to, next to IP is 226, and that means 2 to 5 is at our side. That means this is the same segment. Okay,
Perfect.
yeah,
That's fine. Yeah. Next, you're missing one more thing. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Till here, whatever you did.
okay.
Good.
Then I'm seeing like this is the peer IP, tunnel destination
Right.
peer IP, and in this peer IP, like we have called this is our peer IP outside, and tunnel mode IPsec IPv4, and the protection profile. Let me see this profile configuration also.
Leave the profiles.
Okay.
Profile is proper. No worries. Okay.
Then
Check it more.
then like I will check, like as the phase 1 is up, that means attribute is matching, and
Okay. I'll just try to give you a hint. Okay.
mm-hmm.
So you have added the route,
Mm-hmm.
and there is a route, and the traffic should be working fine and it should be well, right?
Mhm.
So if I want to filter any sort of traffic here,
Mm-hmm.
how do I filter? Stating to the destination, to a specific IP, if I don't want to access it. So what do I do here?
Normally, like we like if we want to like configure any restriction for on the VPN traffic, okay, like any traffic coming over the VPN, it should be allowed. We call this VPN filter, okay, either in the tunnel group or in the
Apart from that,
apart
in the route-based VPNs, apart from that,
in the route based
it is a basic thing that I can do. Yeah.
in the
If you know this, then you would easily find it out.
so like in the route based VPN, we don't like call any crypto ACL, okay, we don't call it, because like whatever the route we pointed towards to the VPN, let's say let me tell you, let's say if you want to drop
I understand your point. We don't call any crypto map or we don't bind any crypto ACLs
Like
and stuff. That's absolutely fine.
I tell you the way, like if you want to don't configure any, just put the route towards to null 0 for any destination.
No, I don't. Not that. So you have something. Just think about it. In the route-based VPNs, apart from VPN filters, there is some option that you can do it. Just think about it. It's a basic thing, but presently it's not coming to your mind. Come on. I think I know that you're good into VPNs and stuff, but you're missing a small point. Check it out.
Okay, so just revise. Okay, so do you want me to filter the traffic through the VPN and without configuring this VPN filter value, right? That is your question, right?
Yeah, my question is, I have this VPN established, right? So from this network to that parent network, the VPN, I have route and everything is fine. Okay? So still, I don't want from a specific IP to a specific IP address, from specific IP at your site to a specific IP at that AWS end, they should not access. Okay, for that, basically what you do, you apply VPN filters. Apart from VPN filters, there is some other thing that you can do to restrict this sort of access. What is that?
You have also configured the syssoft command, that is syssoft connection permit VPN. That will not check the outside ACL.
You're almost near. You're almost close to it. You have syssoft permit VPN, so no need to check the outside.
Okay.
But in your case,
so here, like I tell you, like this traffic flow, like it will be initiated from the remote side, because this source IP is the remote side. So it will like first hit the VPN. It will not check the outside ACL because we have this command. Then the reply traffic will automatically allowed because of stateful connection. Okay, it will also the reply traffic won't check the inbound ACL.
So here, what are you seeing? That's okay, but here, what is your interface here?
Yeah, my interface is show run X. That is tunnel group interface. Okay, you have applied this access group as to this interface also, right?
That's bingo. You need to validate, right?
Yeah, obviously. Interface IP brief. So this is the tunnel interface, and let me see the name, and I believe like this is the name, and you have applied this ACL. So let me check this ACL also. Show run access list. So it's basically, so you are saying first entry is permit, second is deny. Okay, that is the causing the issue. So like you see, like this second entry causing the issue is blocking RTP connection 3389 for this flow. Right.
So until unless because I have almost given you the answer, so that's why you were able to find it out, right? So
yeah.
Otherwise, would you be looking into this? Yes or no?
Yeah, see, like obviously, like as I told you, like if let's say I'm doing live troubleshooting on the call, I'm seeing like maybe on the firewall, like when end user initiate the traffic, I will see the drop message on the firewall. Then I will do deep troubleshooting. Normally, my working, like I have configured so many VPNs. Normally, we apply the VPN filter to the group policy or tunnel group. Okay, inside of the tunnel interface. Yeah, this like I have seen you.
I get your point. So I understand that. So your way of working is absolutely fine. I'm okay with your work, or I'm okay with your confidence levels on how you're working on it. But you also need to validate all the things, right? All the configuration point of view, step by step you need to validate, right? That's your responsibility in this lab.
Yes.
So I'm confident enough that you would definitely do it in the production environment. I'm happy that you were able to do the previous questions, and the way of approach of yours is also pretty good. I'm okay with that. But